Hi, everybody. Let's go ahead and check our schoolwork. So I'm going to go ahead and blow this up, and we can take a peek and see how we did with our telling time worksheets. Okay, so go ahead if you'd like to pause here and see how you did. So in the red is the correct response for how to tell time. Double check and make sure that your beginning starts with son las or es la. And that would be section one. We'll be rewriting the time. Section two as well, we will be spelling out the time. So you want to have son las 12:17. Dos son las 4:26. Tres son las 11:13. So that one says it is 13 minutes until 11. So there's another way that you can tell time with using the minus, like how many minutes to the next hour. Or the way I taught you, you could have son las 10:47. Número cuatro, son las dos. Número cinco, you can have son las 2:23, or 23 minutes till 2. You can write it that way, or the way I taught you, by saying es la 1:37, or son las 9:07 for number 6. Then we have the times. Section 3, es la 1:05, son las 3:30, son las 10:15, son las 5:20, so 20 minutes till 5, or 4:40, son las 4:40. Son las 6, son las 8:45, quarter till 8, or you could say 7:45, son las 7:45. Okay, here is our gatos worksheet. We have hay cuatro gatos for number 1. Número 2, hay 7 gatos. 3, hay 2 gatos. 4, hay 6 gatos. 5, hay 8 gatos. And then los gatos con muchos colores diferentes. All your different colored cats down here, and some illustrations from the story that if you wanted to practice drawing an abuela, grandma, or some of the other actions from the story. All right, here are the answers for the map activity. If you would like to pause it, check your spelling, see how you did. Here's the answers for the South American, Spanish-speaking countries and capitals, minus number 20. Number 20 is Brazil, and they speak Portuguese there, but it's included in our song, so we have it on our map. We also don't have in our song the Spanish-speaking country of Spain, which is in Europe, España, Madrid, España, and then Malabo, Equatorial Guinea as well, which is an African country where they have a Spanish-speaking country. All right, so pause, check, see how you did, and then we'll play a game. All right, so here's our game. I'm going to practice. I'm going to say, ¿Dónde está? Where is? And then you are going to point at the correct Spanish-speaking country and capital. And then also say the number, so we can practice our numbers as well. So if I say, ¿Dónde está México, DF, México? You would say, uno. Okay, here we go. ¿Dónde está Buenos Aires, Argentina? 6. Next one. ¿Dónde está San Juan, Puerto Rico? 10. ¿Dónde está Caracas, Venezuela? 13. ¿Dónde está La Habana, Cuba? 8. ¿Dónde está Santiago, Chile? 7. ¿Dónde está Quito, Ecuador? 11. ¿Dónde está Santo Domingo, la República Dominicana? 9. nueve. And let's try one more. ¿Dónde está Panamá? Panamá, Panamá, Panamá. That would be número siete, right here. All right, so you can always practice this at home as well. You could practice saying the country and capital, and somebody else can find them. All right, so today we are going to learn el alfabeto, the Spanish alphabet, and I use the famous movie Encanto to help us learn how to say the letters. So repeat after me. A, B, C. D, E, F. G, H, I. And you have to be careful with the vowels because listen what the vowels sound like in Spanish. A, E, O, U. So the E sounds like an A, the I sounds like an E. So that sometimes tricks people. All right, continuing on with our alfabeto. New letters. Repeat after me. J, K, L. M, N, O. And O means, O stands for Orguita, which is a little caterpillar, referring to the little caterpillar song in the Encanto movie. And of course, we have no, 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 no. We don't talk about Bruno. Repite. P, Q, R, S, T, U, B, W, X, B stands for Vives. His name, él se llama Carlos Vives. Él es un artista in la película. He sings, he's an artist, musical artist. He sings some of the songs. And then, of course, we have the song We Don't Talk About Bruno. And we have the next one. Repeat after me. Y. Zeta. Zeta. Y stands for Yatra. Se llama Sebastián Yatra. Él canta también. He also sings. And then Zootopia is for the producers of Encanto. We're also Zootopia, so we threw the letter Zeta in as well. Okay, so here's how you're going to practice the alphabet. At first I wanted to point out that the Spanish alphabet actually has a couple more letters in it than the American alphabet. It has the che, it has the double L, which is pronounced as a, the N with the tilde, enye, R for the double R's. And so when you are now going to ask permission for you to watch the Spanish alphabet song on the YouTube, and I sent over the link, and you will then listen to it, and you can march. So we're going to march, and you're going to repeat after the letters. So the drill sergeant's going to say A, B, C, J, D, E, F, A, and you're going to repeat A, B, C, J, D, E, F, A, and then I'll say Hey, H, I, J, K, Hey, H, I, J, K. So we repeat through, and then the song speeds up and goes faster and faster, and you can listen to it and march around as often as you would like to. Okay, and so now if you would like to practice spelling your name, here is the and you can use the red to help you figure out how to say each letter. So why don't you pause now and try to spell your name. Okay, for this activity, I'm going to spell different words, and you're going to try to figure out which taco it has the word on it that I'm spelling. All right, here we go. Let's practice our listening. First one is R-O-J-O. And if you want more time, then go ahead and pause after each word that I spell. So let's try it one more time. R-O-J-O is, la respuesta correcta es rojo. Rojo is red. Next one. H-O-L-A. H-O-L-A. La respuesta correcta es hola. Hola means hello. Next one. Che-E-L-A. Che-E-L-A. La respuesta correcta es Chile. Chile. La capital de Chile es Santiago, Chile. Let's try another one. G-A-T-O. G-A-T-O. La respuesta correcta es gato. Gato. Tengo muchos gatos. Gatos, cats. Let me try another one. A-Z-U-L. A-Z-U-L. La respuesta correcta es azul. Azul. Azul means blue. All right, why don't you go ahead and practice spelling some of these words on the tacos to somebody near you so you can get your practice with your saying the letters as well. Okay, so here are our acciones. Our new one for today. Oh, there I am. I still don't understand why my camera only shows up when it's here, but I'll get that looked at. Okay, so for our acciones today, our new one is camina. Camina o marcha. So camina is walk. Marcha, march. And that's what we're going to do with our alphabet video. Okay? So let's go. Levántate. Levántate. Toca la cabeza. Toca la cabeza. Toca, toca, touch, touch. Toca la cabeza. Toca los pies. Toca los pies. Los pies, your feet. Baila. Baila, baila, baila. Marcha, 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 o camina, camina, camina. All right, halfway through class, got our blood moving. Let's continue. Okay, so next item is partes del cuerpo, de la cara. So parts of our face. And so we're going to start with the cabeza, our whole cabeza, which we already learned that cabeza means our head. So on our cabeza, we have a cara. A cara is our face, cara. And let's go through and repeat what each vocabulary word is, and then we'll play Simon Says, and we'll practice touching or not touching. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and say toca. Remember, toca is touch. So toca tu pelo. Touch your pelo. Pelo is hair. Pelo. So repite, el pelo. La oreja. La oreja. So touch and repeat. So we have repite, el pelo. La oreja. La nariz. La nariz. La boca. La boca. El ojo. El ojo. La frente. La frente. El cuello. El cuello. Cuello. All right, so now let's practice. I'm going to say toca. Toca means touch. Toca means touch. But first I have to say Simon Says touch. And how you say Simon Says would be Simone dice. Simon Says. Okay, so Simone dice. So let's do it. Simone dice, toca el pelo. Simón dice, toca el pelo. Simón dice, toca la frente. Toca la nariz. Simón no dice. Simon doesn't say that. You should not be touching your nose. All right, let's try again. Simón dice, toca la boca. Simón dice, toca la boca. Simón dice, toca el ojo. Toca el ojo. Simón dice, toca la frente. Toca la nariz. Simón no dice. Simón no dice. All right, now your turn. You can see if somebody would like to play with you, so you can practice saying Simón dice, Simon says. Okay, so I'm going to blow this up so we can see our sentences much better. Okay. Oh, I did add one more vocabulary word, los dientes. Los dientes are teeth. So if you could grab a piece of paper and some colored pencils and markers, and we are going to draw a Mr. Potato Head. So this is, if you could just draw something that kind of in the shape of a potato, and then I'm going to read to you some different items to decorate your potato. Okay, so like for example, the first one is a sentence that you will illustrate on your potato. La cabeza tiene dos ojos verdes, which means the head has two eyes that are verdes, are green. So go ahead, make your illustration. So I'll go through and I'll list them first so you can figure out what the translation is. And if you want to upload them into our classroom so we can all see each other's papas, that would be great. Okay, here we go. Next one. La cabeza tiene una nariz pequeña. La cabeza tiene una nariz pequeña. Pequeña is small. A small nariz. What is a nariz? Next one. La cabeza tiene una boca grande y abierta. Grande is big. And then I defined abierta as open. So la cabeza tiene una boca grande y abierta. What's a boca? A mouth that's big and open. We need to leave room for the dientes, for the teeth. Dentro de la boca hay tres dientes, dos dientes negros y un diente amarillo. So dentro is inside. Inside of the boca, there are tres dientes. Dientes. Dos dientes negros y un diente amarillo. And if you need to pause, if I'm going too fast, go ahead and pause so you can think about the vocabulary and the colors and everything that are being put together in our sentences. Next one. Tiene dos orejas grandes. La cabeza tiene mucho pelo largo y café. Mucho means a lot. So the head has a lot of pelo. Pelo's hair that is largo, long, y café. What is the color café? Hay una flor roja en el pelo. Una flor. Una flor is a flower. And then, do you remember what roja is? There's a flower in the pelo, in the hair. And the last one, tiene dos pies. Tiene dos pies. Okay, so if you would like to read the sentences to somebody near you so you could practice describing your Mr. Potato Head, or maybe you could describe it without having to read it and just looking at it and remembering the vocabulary that we practiced in class. Okay. So our story for today is Señor Cabeza de Papa, Mr. Potato Head. And our new words, we have, repeat after me, es, tiene, Actually, we learned es and tiene from our gato story. So those are recycled vocabulary. The new ones are pone, repite, pone, grita, puts and shouts. And so the story is called Pobre Enzo. Poor Enzo. Okay, here we go. Este es Enzo. Enzo tiene un problema. No tiene ojos. Pobre Enzo. Adriana le pone ojos. Let's translate this together. This is Enzo. Enzo has a problem. He does not have eyes. Poor Enzo. So Adriana puts eyes on him. All right. So pones puts. Next one. Ahora Enzo tiene ojos, pero tiene otro problema. No tiene nariz. Pobre Enzo. So Miguel le pone una nariz. Ahora Enzo tiene ojos, tiene nariz, pero tiene otro problema. No tiene orejas. Pobre Enzo. Sara le pone orejas. Sara puts the ears on him. Ahora Enzo tiene ojos, tiene nariz, tiene orejas, pero tiene otro problema. No tiene brazos. Pobre Enzo. So Enrique le pone brazos. Brazos. These two words are new. Brazos. Los brazos. Ahora Enzo tiene ojos, tiene nariz, tiene orejas y tiene brazos, pero tiene otro problema. No tiene pies. Pobre Enzo. So Paloma le pone pies. Ahora Enzo tiene ojos, tiene nariz, tiene orejas, tiene brazos, tiene pies, pero tiene otro problema. No tiene un sombrero. Pobre Enzo. So Lucía le pone un sombrero. ¿Cuál es el color del sombrero? ¿El sombrero es rojo o blanco? Es negro. Sí. All right. So now, ahora Enzo tiene ojos, tiene nariz, tiene orejas, tiene brazos, tiene pies, tiene un sombrero. Y los niños están contentos. Enzo está contento? Is Enzo contento? Does he have everything he needs? Is he missing anything? Un momento, grita Carla. Enzo tiene un problema, no tiene boca. Carla le pone una boca. También le pone un bigote. Y Enzo está contento. Un bigote is the hair. The mustache, bigote. All right, so let's practice. ¿Cuál papa eres? We're going to practice trying to guess which papa we're describing. So I'm going to describe a papa, and go ahead and shout out the number in Spanish that I'm describing. And then after I model for you this activity, you could play this game with somebody else as well. All right, here we go. First one. ¿Dónde está la papa con dos pies? Papa uno. ¿Dónde está la papa con un sombrero y dos orejas? La respuesta correcta es 13. Next one. ¿Dónde está la papa con dos ojos y dos brazos? Dos ojos y dos brazos es número 11. 11. Next one. ¿Dónde está la papa con la boca y dos orejas? La boca y dos orejas. Número 15. All right, so go ahead and keep practicing so you can practice your speaking as well. Okay, so Here's an activity if you would like to practice creating some more sentences. You can write them down in the chat room if you'd like, or like our classroom. Creating sentences saying what ENSO has and does not have. So, like here, you have to find the differences. It says busca las diferencias. And I can show you here some possible ways to create your sentences. So then you can send them over into chat and we can talk about them. I'm gonna make that smaller. Okay. So over here we have the nouns, and in front of the nouns we have articles. The articles always agree with the nouns. So on this bunch here we have, it's los ojos, los dientes, los brazos, los pies. This group here of words is showing you how they're masculine and they are plural. And then there's feminine and plural as well, like ears. We know it's a feminine word because it ends with the A and it has las in front of it. And so in Spanish, you try to want to make sure that the articles and nouns often agree in gender and in number. El sombrero and el bigote are masculine words. Sometimes words end with an E, and you just have to memorize that it's masculine. We know it's masculine because it's el bigote. So mouth, la boca, is a feminine word, and la nariz, nose, is a feminine word as well because it requires the article la in front of it. It's easy sometimes, like boca is easy to tell because it ends with an A, but how do you know that nariz is feminine if it doesn't end with an A? You just have to memorize it, or you learn it, or you pick it up as you go. All right, so here's an example. Here is an example of some sentences that I made. Oops. To show you. So you can also use these sentences to model your sentences. Okay. And I'm going to blow this up because I think it probably is hard for you to see right now because I'm not in presentation mode, which I should I'll put it in presentation mode so you can see it better. Okay, so here is an example. I said, La papa tres no tiene el sombrero. So here, la papa tres no tiene el sombrero. It's el sombrero because el sombrero is a masculine word and we want to use the article el. La papa dos no tiene los brazos. Papa dos no tiene los brazos. It's missing two brazos, so it's los brazos. They agree. La papa tres no tiene las orejas. Las orejas. You wouldn't want to say los orejas. You'd want to say las orejas. So you can make sure that the articles and the noun agree always in gender and in number. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple more pictures that maybe you could create a sentence about and put it in chat so we can read each other's sentences. Here we have papas cuatro, cinco, and seis. Papas siete, ocho, nueve. Papas 10, 11, and 12. So feel free to go back, pause, and create maybe a sentence for each one so we can take turns reading each other's. I sent over some more practice with Pobre Enso and body parts and his worksheets that if you'd like to access that as well. And so your homework for next time would be to listen to your alphabet song, do your Pobre Enso worksheets, Quizlet practice, and then I'm going to add the differences writing so we can practice getting our writing, differences writing, diferencias and writing. And it's time for a goodbye. I can't believe how fast our class day goes by. Okay, so which goodbye would you like to say? I think I would say, ten un buen día. Ten un buen día. Ciao.